Alright, let's get back to it. I've been thinking about this a lot since the last stream, yesterday, and I've got a bunch of new ideas. A few things that I already wanted to check, but I thought of some new stuff too. So first thing I want to do, so we've got 3 maple, so I want to go get another maple curing. Let's grab these skillets and head over towards the bear. I think the skillets are up top here. Once I get that maple curing, then we can experiment with a lot of other stuff.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
Anybody watching the very beginning here will get a little bit of a sneak preview of what types of things we're thinking about doing here. Looks like we got some people in. Welcome in, everyone. I can't ever tell how accurate the view count is on my studio dashboard thing. Okay, so I want to go check out this bear. We're going to do some experimentation with the bear carcass. And up here is a potential maple spawn. I don't know exactly where, but I'm just going to look around. Looks like it's probably not here today. That's okay, there's a bunch of others. Hopefully I'll find one over in the wing area. That way we won't have to go looking too far and wide. I think this evening is when my deer hide will be done curing, so I may want to pick that up to pause the progress on it. I don't think there's a maple up here, but I'll just go check. No. Alright, so we'll go check out the back area near the... Oh, I think I might see one right over there. Hard to tell from this distance. Okay, so experiment number 1. We know bears have collision. Hey Jen, welcome in. I know I've seen, Zach was once able to build a fire on top of a bear. I think that was a kind of a fluke. It's weird that it looks like you could stand way up there if you could get on top of it. Oh. I think this is kind of glitched. The collision model is for a standing bear. Hey, Jasmine. Yeah, look how weird the campfire layout is. That's why I'm not able to climb up on top of it, I think, is because... is there a way to fix that? I have stones on me? See if there's some stones over here near the entrance of the cave. We may have to go kill another bear. Do a little bit of experimentation. It's also possible this is the first load of the region. I know sometimes it doesn't load in properly. Alright, let's go check for this maple and get some more stones. Kind of want to quarter that bear, though, because I might need that bear later. I probably want to get the respawn timer going. Yeah, Jen, I've been thinking about this challenge, or this just ways to do this since yesterday, and I've got a bunch of ideas that I wanted to test. I was actually thinking about trying to stream this morning, but I didn't really have time, so decided I would try to fit one in during nap time. There's a bunch of birch. So we've got double birch spawns back here, but no maple, it seems.
I am too tired to think straight.
So I have just drink this some energy for a minute so I can run around. We're gonna have to go sleep. Hey Jack, welcome in. No, it is not a mod. So what I'm doing is a bunch of basically science experiments to look for ways to possibly repair the roof. So yesterday, the main thing I was investigating was using a hide glitch where you could essentially kind of trick a hide into curing in place to kind of snap into spots where you wouldn't ordinarily be able to place them. And that almost worked. The only problem is it only works if the spot that you're trying to glitch the hide into is technically indoors. And the Mountaineer's hut is a rectangular box. So it's not Is that maple, or is that still birch? I feel like this is where I just was, right? Yeah, I think I need to continue over that way. Pretty sure that's the one birch down there. Yeah, I don't need to go check that again. That's the one birch. Okay, let's go this way. Yeah, so the roof area, unfortunately, is outside, which means that the hide won't lock into place there. So the other big strategy I had in mind is getting on top of the roof and then being able to drop a large hide on top of the roof to cover the hole. And there's going to be multiple ways to get up onto the roof, or at least multiple attempted ways. We already tried running on top and using a skillet to get a little bit of extra distance, and we have a bunch of stuff to test, including wind. Jen, what? You slept in a car and lost a oh no, 227-day run. Yikes. Is this, wait, is this, Stalker? I'd have to do the math on that. Because you're out of the wind, you have +5. Do you have a bearskin roll to sleep in, or are you using something else? I don't know where this maple is. Doesn't seem to have spawned in anywhere. I know 2 more potential spawns, but they're a little bit of a distance away. We probably got to sleep for the night first, because I'm pretty much out of energy. I don't know if there can be one back here. Do I have any coffee or anything? Alright, we're gonna go over here. We're gonna run out of energy and have to trudge back, or maybe I'll just sleep for an hour out in the open here. Okay, if it's not here, we'll loop around and go back. And then I got 2 more places to check tomorrow. Getting late. I probably want to go back and pick up that deer hide. Anybody see a maple? I don't think there's one up there. Nah. Okay. Well, let's head back to the hut. While we're here, let's check the moose carcass the same way I was checking the bear carcass. Hey, Guruk. Yeah, it's purely cosmetic, and it's going to require probably some sort of exploit or glitch. I'm experimenting with a couple of things. So this one is also kind of messed up. It's the moose is the collision box for the moose is like up here, and it's standing up. I wonder if that's because I loaded the game just now. Here, let me try something. Let me just sleep right here for an hour. Oh, this looks better. Okay. Sort of. Wait, did it just... No, I think it's still, like, here. Okay, since it's not working anyway, we might as well try this and see if it locks into a different position. Aha! Okay. So, we can fix the bear carcass, too. But this gives us something to work with. So you can climb up on top of these. At least partially. Yeah, you can get up on top. Interesting. And now for the real question. I guess I can, if this falls through, I can always quarter it to get it back. Okay, so you can place it on. You can drop it on top, but it looks like it won't let you place it. So if I get up to kind of the highest point here... Oops. I may not even need the skillet in addition to the carcass. Is this always pointing the same way? So it's kind of perpendicular plus a little towards the back. So if I drop it... Let's just try it facing a bunch of different directions. So that's aiming the same direction. And then if I face this direction and drop it, Yeah, so it's always pointing the same direction. I think the bear is going to give me more height. The bear is also probably going to be a lot easier to kill in the exact position because I can lure it over with meat. Okay, so let's go see if this bear hide is about done. I mean, deer hide. %. It's 5 days, right? So, do I want to risk sleeping for an hour? Trying to think. My last save is just over there. Let's just see how much time it has left. Quite a bit. So I think what I'll do is I'll reload that save, we'll come over here and sleep for an hour to save, and then it'll be, yeah, then it'll be just about ready. Okay. Jen, you talking about the Homesteaders shortcut, or are you taking the Wolf Gauntlet? Let me just see what this claims. Deer dusk day 6. That would be, yeah, really soon. Alright, this might not work. I might accidentally overshoot it, but I want to save right here so I don't have to constantly try again. Okay, so we'll just go in and, yeah, 99%, immediately sleep. That'll give me a save, and if it's cured, then oh well. Okay, it looks like we have at least a little bit of time. Let's see how much time we have. Do we have anything to spend just a little bit of time on? Maybe crafting something for 15 minutes? Yeah, let's just do this. This is easier. Yeah, okay, so we have very little time.
Oh, it's getting dark out here.
So where do
For
I want to
shelter.
experiment with putting this? It's not very pretty, is it? Let's just see what that looks like. Give this a second. This will catch some of you up on what type of stuff we're doing, since not everybody was here yesterday when we were doing all the curing science. Now this may not work at all because I don't know exactly how large the hitbox is for the indoors here. It's possible that we're trying to place it somewhere that's technically outdoors, and so it won't make curing progress. Oh, summit using your favorite shortcut. Yeah, I misinterpreted what you were saying the first time. I was thinking about the shortcut to get the backpack. So did you already get the backpack, and now you're going to go through to the deer clearing before you summit. Okay, this doesn't seem to be working, so I'm assuming that this is technically outside. And once we go up here, it's not very pretty, is it? I wonder if we can change it a little bit. This could be a nice little overhang. It's not going to be, it's not going to really cover the window, but... Alright, this is taking way too long. The next time I do this, I'm just going to pass a little bit of time at the start, just to get it jump-started. I mean, this technically still could be technically outdoors, so... might be waiting for nothing to happen. Alright, let's get a better setup here. Because I don't want to sit here forever, waiting for it to cure.
The sun is setting.
So let's do this.
Soon.
Now we can... Actually, let's just make sure that on the second pass time it cures. Yeah, okay. So, we'll go back.
Feels like night is coming.
We do this. And now, let's just try... there-ish. See if that works. Okay. Yeah, so it kind of gives like an overhang effect. So if we got another one... Oh, right, I'm glitched in now. Okay, I don't want to lock that in yet. So let's go back.
It's dusk, so that can't be far behind.
And I just want to see... So I could theoretically put like one here. Okay, Jack, have fun with that. You put that there. And then, maybe the other one up there. I don't know, this is all cosmetic stuff that's not going to really make much of a difference. Let me also see... Maybe we can get a better angle. Yeah, so if we stand all the way over here, we get a better angle on this. Let's try, just pick that up. I'm curious what happens if I drop it while I'm up here on the workbench. Come on. There we go. So this doesn't really unlock a lot of new possibilities. I think I have pretty much all the same options. Just I can't really see what I'm doing up here. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Let's reload one last time. And I'm going to save this for later. So what I can do is, I know this is about to cure, so we just pick it up. And now, at any point, I can pull it out and pop it into place. Let's just put it in... Oh, this is a mess in here. I'm actually going to need... Yeah, let's put that in there. But those are our 3 that we need for the sled, and I gotta go get another maple. So that's the next thing we'll do. We're gonna sleep for the night. Do I have a container that's not loaded with stuff? Not really. Okay, let's put it outside. That'll work. Okay, so that's just a few away. That'll be done later. So this just needs a fraction. Evening and dusk of day 4. Are those already both done? Yeah, I think I already did all the rabbits. Okay. Let's just get rid of this line then. Okay, let's get some sleep, and I'm gonna check up on chat here, make sure that I'm not missing anything. Let's drink some sodas. Okay, since we reloaded the save, I want to go one last time. We're going to check this bear out, and I think I may quarter it. Just to trigger the respawn. I have no idea what respawn times are on... This is like custom pilgrim. But hopefully since it's relatively early, we'll get him to come back soon. And if he's completely despawned, I guess that's okay. So, current plan of action. Gonna do the homework on the bear here. Gonna go check a couple of spots for maple. Ooh, I guess what I can do is do a loop. Because I want to come out up top. So I can go over here and check like 2 or 3 more maple spots. Bear's still here. Good. And then after that, we're going to do a bunch of experimentation with the skillet and a couple of just making sure there's no like cooking exploits. I'm thinking maybe if I like boil water and let it cook off, I can do something with that. Okay, can we... Okay, I think this is technically glitched out, right? Yeah, I'm like... walking here. So he's like standing up there. So we do this, it might fix it. That's how it worked with the moose at least. I don't think I even had to reload the save, right? This seems to still be about... Well, no. I think this is better. I still... Like, why can't I walk in there? Seems like the collision is still off. Let's quickly try reloading the save. See if that works. Yeah, see, now I can walk right up in here. Okay, so we did have to reload. Now the question is, can I get on top of him? Yes. And that does look like gives me a nice bit of height, more than the moose. A little bit hard to walk across, like I can't get on this part here. Once you're up, you seem to be pretty far up. And then once again, the cooking skillet. Is that the same orientation? Yeah, approximately. So that's unchanging. And it can't be placed. So unless I can figure out a way to glitch the skillet, I have to drop it in place if I want to use it for this. Which means we're at the mercy of the direction, the automatic direction of the skillet, which is probably going to be a little bit too far. Yeah, it's probably not going to be perfect for making the jump. I'll have to check that when we get back to Mountaineers. Okay, I think I've done everything. Can anybody else think of anything that we need to test with this bear carcass? I think I'm going to quarter it to get rid of it. Even though it's probably about to despawn soon.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Probably need a couple more sticks. Just run over here and grab some. Sure, I'll use my hatchet for that.
Looks like I made it through another night.
Okay, that should probably be enough. That'll take a while. Okay. It'll be plenty warm. Oh, shoot. It won't even let me quarter it. I should have seen that coming. Alright, well, it's going to despawn soon. Okay, let's go check these maple. I think, given all the spots that I'm going to check, we're virtually guaranteed to find one. There's a potential one just across the way here. There's another one up near Deer Clearing. And then after we go through the cave, there's two more near that Loper spawn point way over on the other side of the map. So we'll just do the circuit. At least until we get one. Okay, I'm going to take these guts, because I think I might want scent to lure in a bear later. Okay, Jen, just so long as that's not how you lost your 226-day run, or whatever it was. Okay, let's go this way. So far, no luck with the maple, unless it's right here. I don't know the exact spawn point. I just know that it's around here somewhere. We already checked the prepper cache. Alright, let's take this shortcut up to deer clearing. I guess I don't really need to do that. Is this where I need to... I think this is where I need to get maximum height to pull this off. Yeah, because we got to get just up onto this lip here. Okay. And from here it's pretty easy. Okay, so the maple would be, I think, somewhere over here. If it's here. I think I went the wrong way. Should have gone around this way. There it is. Perfect. Okay. Now we can just head home. Don't need to go up to the upper area. Anything else I want back here? I don't think so. I'll take the ravine back. Or, at the very least, we'll go to Three-Way Cave, and then... I don't know if it's faster to take the ravine or take the log across. Anything we want here? Grab a full torch and some more lantern fuel. I think I really care about any of this. Maybe a few stones for later. That goes down into the cave. I think I want to go this way. Yeah, and then we can just shortcut down to the ravine here. Assuming it's, yeah, this is easily traversable, it looks like. Yeah, close enough. That looks nasty. Go this way instead. Okay, grab another couple of guts for later. I think 4 is probably around enough. Might need more like 6 for max scent for the bear.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Okay, I think all the traveling is done for this stream. Everything else I should be able to do in place at the hut. Is that where the bear carcass was? I think so. Okay, so the bear has officially despawned. I'm gonna note it down. It's day 7, noonday 7. Bear despawn, noonday 7. Just in case we get some info on exactly how long it takes for a bear to respawn on these settings. Somebody might know that. Alright, home sweet home. Let's get our maple curing. And I drop these and then pick them all up. Are they now individuals? No. Okay, so I need to like drop them one at a time. Alright, let's drop them all now, and then I'll pick them up staggered so they don't stack. They'll have more scent.
My tongue feels like sandpaper.
Okay, what should we test first? I think the first thing to test is what's the default orientation of the cooking pots? Well, it's not terrible. Okay, so let's try this then. Take this, let's orient it. See, but that orientation is probably going to be better to try here. So let's go here and get this placed. Try that. Okay, now what I want to do is we got to get this collision by saving and reloading the game, because it doesn't have collision right now. So let's just pass time for an hour. There's our save. And we'll just reload that save to reload the scene. And now the cooking pot has collision. You can hear us clunking around on it. Okay, now, moment of truth. This is a new tech, if this works. Let's see. Okay, let's try again in a more favorable position. It might just phase through, but the way it looked like it was working with the bear is any object that has collision. Let's try a little bit further up, like here. It doesn't seem to want to land on the pot or on the skillet. It's fine if this doesn't work. Let's be very generous and see what happens. It still looks like it's a little bit over the edge. Hmm. Yeah, it looks like I wasn't far enough over. I think it's, there's some randomness, right? So if you're standing in a place and you drop an object, it doesn't necessarily drop it right where you're standing. So we might have to just do this a ton of times until it lands. There we go. Wait a minute. You can build bridges. Because you can't place... Like, I can't take this and place it on there. But I can drop it on. Which means you can build bridges in the direction of the handle. In the default handle direction. You can build a bridge on any map with as many of these as you have, because you can walk onto one, drop the other, has time to save, reload your save. Now the new pot has collision. Then you can walk onto that one, drop another one, and you can like make a bridge that just goes out in that direction with as many skillets as you have. We're going to see if this gives us a better outcome from the jump. I'm not quite lined up on it. Let me try that again. Might have to take a couple of tries at this. Here I can't really make a bridge more than... more than too long. Oh, that looks so good. I think this might work. And you can probably even make... No, it would really only go in that direction. You could do like a slight overlap. You could make like a much shorter bridge in any direction you pleased. I think. I don't know if I dropped this off by a certain amount, like in that direction, not being held up by the handle, if it would like support itself, or if it needs to fall on the handle to be supported. Okay, I'm gonna give this like 3 or 4 more tries, and then we'll test another thing. Got a lot of these little techniques to test today. But imagine, like, you can just find so many spots where you could build a bridge of like 6 cooking skillets on different maps. And they're permanent. Once you place them, you don't have to worry about them despawning or going bad, like the Trevor glitch. Feels so close. All right, I don't think it's gonna work. Let's try something else. So don't think. I think this is too sloped to be legal. But it's possible it's just too far away, right? Can I get up on this fence or something? I feel like I'm close enough that if it was going to let me place it there... Nice thing about this is if I can get up onto the roof once, I can place a skillet I can, well, I guess I'd have to drop one. I can drop a skillet, so it would be at the default orientation. Uh-oh. Where did it go? Oh, back here. So it'd be kind of, it would look like this, I guess. So not that great after all, because the orientation is so bad. Be good on this side. Wouldn't it be more like this? Let's just try this again. Yeah, it'd be more like that. And in fact, once I got onto the roof... this is hilarious. How many skillets would it take? It would probably take a lot to make a bridge of them from this corner all the way down. Alright, I want the default orientation. So it looks like if I can get this on here... Let's go around to the other side. I have an idea. Look at that. That's a pretty steep angle. Okay, see how that goes up like that? So if I take another one of these... we gotta pass time to give this collision first. Pass time, save and exit. Reload. Now we go through the painstaking process of repeatedly dropping this until it lands in the right spot. Get rid of this for a second. Federal? Anywhere? Wait a minute. I picked up the wrong one. Ah, no. Alright, we gotta... we just go back to the save, right? Okay, so there's my skillet. Let's get rid of the bedroll so that it's not in the way. Now this should be quicker. Now we walk out to the tip of this. We drop. And then gotta make sure to pick up the right one each time. But now I can just instantly drop. See how long this takes. That did not... Yeah, that didn't land on it. What's going on here? Okay. Oh my goodness, it's so hard to find the right one. I have a feeling that this would be extremely frustrating to try to set up, especially if you're going over a gap and you had to constantly look for the, you had to, like, go down below to grab your skillets that you dropped in the wrong spot. Okay, just to double check, we cannot place it on it, right? No. So we know from experience that it can fall on it. I think it's just a very low chance. Like, probably 1 out of 20 or something. Or less. Wait a minute. Which one is the good one? Okay, so this would take so incredibly long to do. Alright, I'm not going to do that anymore. It's taken way too long. It's an interesting proof of concept, but... Man, that would be exhausting to set up. Okay, what do I want to check next? I think the travois is the next promising thing. Hey Kirk, welcome in. We've learned a couple of very interesting things so far. The most interesting one is probably an incredibly painstaking way to construct cooking skillet bridges made out of multiple cooking skillets. It's a thing now. It's pretty intensive. Honestly, I might want to just pass time until these maples are cured so I can make the travois and we can test that. Take a second to take in the sights here. Chill out for a bit. So there's still the cooking. Cooking strategy. Yeah, Kirk, the problem with the cooking skillet bridge is that every skillet after the first has to be placed in its default orientation. Because you can't place it, you have to drop it. So the orientation for this map is in that direction. So unless I build a long bridge from like over there, or maybe from, let me see. Yeah, I mean, I could theoretically start from like here. If the bridge goes up, trying to see it. Oh, there's a spot. I guess I can place it anywhere for the start of it. Exactly, Kirk. Yeah, that's the issue. Oops. If I did something like that, yeah, that's angled up a little bit. I could probably build a bridge from there, but I would need like 6 to 8 cooking skillets. That seems painful. I think it'd be easier to just do the bear method that I've been thinking about. But here, I could probably build something that goes up alongside it and then just hop off. Or if I could find a way to start it from over here, which I don't even know if it's even possible. See, I can't have it angled down because that's never going to work. And from here, where's the spot where I'd want to do it? I think it's here. Yeah, that's angled down as well. Okay, let's do some experimentation with the campfire and cooking. And then I think after that, we're probably going to end up just killing some time. I don't... Wait. I didn't take the... Oh, I don't have that feat. That's why. One moment. I'm gonna go get some cattails, actually. Just go ahead and grab a few. Well, that's that light there. What's that meat? Here we go. Okay, let's try 2 different things here. Okay, so that says 15 minutes until melted. 33 minutes. 14 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna stand with it like this for a bit. I want to see if it's continuing to make progress on cooking. No. So while it's technically off the fire like this, it's not making progress. I'm guessing that this glitch is not going to work for the skillet. This isn't going to be a valid glitch. And this one, so that's at 13:27. Let's try this with the meat as well.
Don't rest soon, I'm gonna faint.
Yeah. So it doesn't continue to cook. Same thing without the skillet is probably going to work the same way. It's 6 minutes, 43. Yeah. Okay. So I think this is definitely a no-go because these won't even continue to cook. So I couldn't even get them to switch over to the inedible burnt stuff. Oops. Let's go ahead and pick up one of these. Okay, I think this is going to work the same way. Yeah, as soon as I pick it up to move it, it stops cooking. Trying to think if there's any other cooking related potential glitches to look out for here. Yeah, and of course that's the T-jiggle, it just stays hot now. There's no reason I'd have to save first. There's no reason that this should work though. Not that I can think of. Might as well test it anyway. Okay, so we'll quit out of here to get the save, to get the collision on the cooking skillet. I think I'm pretty much done here. I think the only things left are the Travois and the bear, and we have to just pass a bunch of time for both of those, unfortunately. But I just want to get to the interesting stuff. Yeah. Oh, I think that's just telling me that I could place it on the door. Yeah, I can't place it on the skillet, but I could place it on the door if the skillet wasn't there. All right, I think that's it. I think we're gonna test the Travois and the bear, and that'll be it. While I'm passing time waiting for the Travois materials to be ready, let me know if anybody has any other things you want me to test. Let's pick up some of this water, and let's go ahead and eat some food. We're just gonna kill a bunch of time here. In fact, we probably shouldn't even drink the water. I want to keep the well-fed buff, but we'll just take damage from thirst until we get close. And then we can just heal a bunch. Okay, just sleep until fully rested, and then we're just going to be passing a bunch of time. Let me check and see if I'm planning to grab anything while it's cured. Afternoon day 8 is the second deer hide. Okay, so let's give this like 2 more hours. Okay, I think I can get 1 more hour in. Let's just go for it. If it cures, it cures. Oh, it still has quite a bit on it. There's no way I can get another hour in, is there? Looks like I can. How is that? I mean, let's do it, I guess. Oh, I'm not tired. Alright, pass time. Should give me a save. Yeah, it's still there. Okay, there it goes. So that's now at a fraction. Actually. Because it took a couple of pastimes. Let's do this. Okay, now it's at a fraction.
I would drink just about anything right now.
Okay, so we got 2 deer hides at a fraction left. And we got nothing to do for several days. Alright, so these are, I won't calculate it until all the other ones are cured and we just have 1 left. But we got several days to pass here. So here we go. So once these are cured, we'll craft the travois. I want to try jumping off of that. We can try putting the skillet on it. It takes so long to pass time in this game. Like, why can't it run the clock faster? Any way to do this quickly? No, I just gotta click it a bunch. Okay, so I'm gonna pass until we can get a good amount of sleep, and then we'll fully heal, and then I'll check the duration on these. For those 2 sessions that I just did, that was 1 day. Probably need to do that twice more, and then we should be good. Okay. Carry on. Definitely do not want to sleep that long. With that low thirst, that might actually kill me. Gotta be a little careful here. Okay, let's go ahead and drink some water. And I might as well get the full 12-hour healing. I mean, I'm going to heal to max anyway, but... Okay, there we go. Alright, we got plenty of food and water. Maybe I drink a... Yeah, let's just eat this, I guess. That maxes out water. We got plenty of food.
Just
Okay.
need to close my eyes.
Now we go for the heal. Another Aurora. Okay, how are we doing on these? 80%, and one of them is at 57. This was at like 14 before, so we basically need to do what I just did again. Oh dear. Alright. Wow, 12 hours of sleep only takes half the water bar. I gotta remember that for next time, I guess. Alright, back to passing time. Just gotta repeat that process. Thanks for sticking around through this part. This is Probably the least interesting it's been the whole time. Even the traveling is a bit more interesting than this. And this is why I'm not sure I'll ever have a 500-day save. Because there's just not enough content to keep you busy. And I typically refuse to do this kind of stuff. I mean, I'll do it here because it's just a couple days, but I'm not going to do this for 100 days.
Man, I could eat anything.
Yeah, Kirk, I should have just made that the title of the stream. Arc Live, passing time. Passing time in Mountaineer set. Probably not quite as many people would tune in for that. You gotta lure them in with the promise of the roof repair. I really hope we can do it today. I think one of the two ideas that I have left is going to work. It's just a matter of whether I have enough time to execute them. And I guess the other thing is I don't necessarily have to kill... There's an Aurora wolf out there. It's the middle of the day. Right, how are we doing here? Just double check. We got 3 cured and 1 at 82%. Alright. And let me just make sure I'm not doing something silly here. Oh, we should probably pick up another one of these. Yeah, let's just do this. I'm going to pass 1 more hour. Let's pick up that. I almost accidentally cured these when I didn't want to. So we got...
I'm getting tired.
7%, 99, 99. Are these going to stack? No, they're all different now. Okay, that's fine. Okay, there's the 2 cured guts. Let me just check the Travois ingredients.
I'll die if I don't drink soon.
2 cured gut. Oh, just 1 cured deer hide. I thought it was 3 for some reason. Do we have a knife? I think I might have left the knife. It would take 3 hours with a knife, but we can do it in 4.5 with the hatchet. That's fine. Time doesn't really matter. Okay. Just gotta keep killing time. Okay, and just to double check, yeah, I got all those guts up. Okay. Alright, time to heal. Let's have a soda. And some condensed milk. Okay, and that's enough water for 12 hours. We already learned that, so 12 hours of sleep. Okay, nearly there. Check the maple, 95%. Okay, so we just need a few more hours. That's doable. Time doesn't matter. Yeah, it's so weird. Like, I'm used to playing the ultra hard modes where you try to spend your time really efficiently at all points, and 99%. Nearly there. We can heal later. I'll probably just drink water and then we'll heal passively while we're doing other stuff. I think we only need like 2 more hours. Let's call it 2. Yeah. Yay, they're done. Okay. I think we need to grab 1 deer hide from in here. Should have a bunch. Maybe they're in here. Oops. Hey, the bear hide's almost done. Travois, 4.5 hours. Sure we can crank that out.
Need water.
Well, this is why I collected all that food and trudged back with it. We're unlikely to ever run out. Alright, there it is. Travois. Alright, let's just wait for some nice daylight. I'll sleep, we'll sleep until morning. Once we're tired enough. Let's see, we probably need about 6 hours to get to daylight from here, so... Yeah, this is probably good. Just let this run out, and then we'll sleep until fully rested. Alright, let's do this. The pain is over. Okay, so after the last stream, the Gallic Witch, Mako, was kind enough to leave a comment. She did a little bit of testing on the Travois. Oh, we gotta load something into it, I guess. What don't we need? Cattail? Alright, let's lug this heavy load around. So it apparently does have collision, but... yeah, I don't have any control here. I haven't used this before, so... Okay, let's, How do I get out? I don't know how to... H? Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see. So I'm probably going to want to start down here. And, like, walk up and turn. See what kind of collision we're looking at here. Looks like even those little prongs might have collision. Hard to tell about these. Oh, I think they do. No, maybe I'm just on the stone. Alright, let's empty it. And pick it up. And let's try deploying it. See if it'll let me deploy it way over here. Travois, deploy. Oh my goodness, I have to load it every time. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to come over here and then turn... Okay, I can't turn any more that way. This is going to be a huge pain to get to work, I can see already. While we're testing this, we might as well do some testing with the pans too, see if they interact in any reasonable way. Ooh, we can actually place pans on a travois. Now that is actually really useful because I can rotate them. And that actually has a lot of height above the ground level there. Hmm. I don't think this is going to work, but let me just try to... Yeah, it's really, I'm going to get caught up on so much stuff trying to pull this off. I think I can get the travois into a much better position. But look, the pan is like floating up above it. Yeah, I'm getting caught. I think I need to run in from this angle and then turn. Or maybe I need to run in from this angle. Yeah. We need to change the position. Oh wait, I didn't make the skillet have collision. Yeah, okay. We'll do this. Okay, quit out. Okay. So now yeah, so I don't have the speed because I can't get the running set up. And if I try to do that from here, yeah, I'm just going to run right into it. Okay, so... It seems like I need to approach it from exactly the right angle. Because there is an angle I can approach right now. It's approximately like this. Just give this one more try. Yeah, I'm so far away. I think we're going to end up having to go with the bear strategy. I'm just guessing. I'm not going to give up on this yet. All right, let's get a better position. This is going to take way too long. Good evening. I was just talking about you. Talking about the experiments that you did with the travois, and maybe you can help me get this into a better position. So I learned a couple of really interesting things so far. Probably the most interesting. I'm just going to give the very brief overview of it here. Essentially what you can do is when you drop these, they have a particular orientation for that map. So for this map, they're kind of not in a great orientation because the handle goes off that way. But what you can actually do is you can set them up, say, like that. And then I guess I'll just quickly do this. I'm going to pass time for an hour. And reload to give that pan collision. So you can see I have a little bit of a leg up here now. What you can do is you can't place a skillet on that, but you can drop a skillet, and unfortunately there's a fair amount of RNG with where it lands. But you can just keep on picking it up and replacing it until it eventually falls in exactly the right spot that it sits on top of there. And then you can pass time to save the game, reload the save, and then now that pan will have collision. And so you can actually build a bridge out. I only did it too long because I only have 2 skillets here, but I believe that you could use this to make a bridge of like 6 to 8. I mean, really however many you can find in the entire world, which is probably going to be quite a few. and then you can just like build out a thing that you can climb along. So that's something that I might do at some point. It seems like it's going to be very painful to do that because you have a huge area that you can drop objects in, and it seems to be random, and you have to land in a very small spot. So I only got it to work once so far, but it does work. All right, anyway, I'm going to pick this up.
Stuff will come in handy.
And what I'm hoping you might be able to help me with is getting positioned here. I think I might actually try to do it here. If I try to do it like right here and then turn around and go down, I'm not even sure I can use this on the rocks. I have very little experience with the travois, so... what's going on here? Tools. I think I just need to drop a bunch of stuff. There it is. Okay. Did let me deploy it. Right, and every time I do this, I gotta put a cattail in it so that it'll let me carry it. Hey, Jamie. Welcome in. Now, the hard part about this... Yeah, as soon as I get to... Oh, I can back up. Okay, that's useful. I'm going to try here. Actually, I'm wondering if I can back up a little bit.
I would drink almost anything about now.
Is this, I still need to be backed up even more. That doesn't look bad. Ah, yeah, but see, that's the thing is, you gotta hit it at the right angle or you just get stopped cold. Oh my goodness, I think we have it. I think with the skillet, I think I can do it there. That looks really good. This is the other thing that I found out just before you showed up, was that you can actually place the skillet, which means you can control the angle of the handle. You can place it on top of the travois, which is really useful. That looks really good. Let's see if I can pull it off. Okay, we gotta do this trick to give the skillet collision. This is so good. So, the other idea I had was I was going to lure a bear up to this exact spot using meat and potentially stones, and then try to kill it, because you can, if you one-shot the bear and drop it right there, you can actually climb on top of the bear carcass. But I'm going to be really happy if I don't have to do that. Yes, we did it! We are on the roof of the Mountaineer's hut. And I believe that's a permanent setup now. I don't believe... I think I can leave that there, and it should never change. Oh, what a relief. We made it. Can we get a... let's see what we can do here. Can we put the bedroll on top of the chimney? Unfortunately not. What do I need to get some lanterns and bring them up here. What can I do up here right now? This is so good. We finally did it. I'm also relieved that I can walk around up here. Oh, the other thing I wanted to test is... we have another skillet. Let me drop that. And see if I can place it here. I can't. Okay, so yeah, I was right that you can't place items here. Another thing I might be able to do I'm not sure if this would be worth it. I think it's already pretty easy to make the jump. I'm wondering if I drop a skillet up here. Yeah, that's a pretty good spot for it. I wonder if I give that collision, if that'll give me like an easier lip to grab onto. Yeah, you helped me a lot. And special shout out to Kirk Steven, who told me about the location of the second skillet that allowed us to have 2 skillets. Extremely handy. I guess I could put this skillet on the other one too. That's another option for what to do. But yeah. The scene reload is super helpful. Just being able to pass time, quit, reload, instead of having to run all the way over to some cave. And yeah, of course, you were the one who discovered that the travois had collision. So thank you very much for that. That was honestly, I mean, that's being able to do this instead of having to drag a bear over here. This is so much easier. So I'm really happy that you found that. Yeah, it seems to be pretty reliable. I doubt I even need... Oh, yeah. This, I never saved that. So, it seems to be pretty reliable even without the skillet. That's so cool. Alright, now. The question is, you can see that when I drop objects, they do line up with the roof. So, I think we have a pretty good shot at this. I might as well just go ahead and do it, right? Moment of truth. Let's go straight there. Let's take the big one. Let's take the moose hide up there. Well, we'll take the bear hide too. I honestly might do the bear plan as well. I'm thinking about making a tutorial on how to do this. And I might do the bear because it's a non-TFT option. If you can get the bear to work without the skillet. Right, because for this you need the skillet. Actually, does anybody know if the skillet is in the base game? I think all the frontier cooking stuff is DLC only, right? The skillet, the recipes. I'm trying to think, is there anything you can do with the skillet? Yeah, it's for making all the pies and stuff. I imagine that that's DLC only. And obviously the travois... Well, actually, I'm not sure. Is the travois a DLC only? Skillet is in the base game? Okay. Well, yeah, so I might make sure I know which ones are in which, and then... Let's see, what time is it? I might be able to go ahead and do the bear one too today. I think I have enough time to try the bear. I'd rather wait for that bear down there to respawn, and I don't know when that's going to happen. It might take a few days. Alright. Sorry for making everybody wait. Let's try this. I got a couple of things that I want to test. First of all, can we fall through here?
Something to drink and soon.
It doesn't seem that we can. Seems... Yeah, seems like you're protected. Oh, skillet is not in the base game? Okay, so I would have to do just the bear. I'd have to get the bear in a position where I could run from the bear directly onto the roof without making use of the skillets. That would also be nice because it would be like a glitch-free route too. Although I guess technically if you could do it with the travois but not the skillet, that would be glitch-free. Alright. Moment of truth. Let's go straight for the moose hide. It fell through. Okay, so I probably have to do this a few times until the center of it randomly lands on this board. Let's go and try the bear hide. Okay. We can test this pretty much as we want. In fact, I think I go ahead and lock in a save with all this stuff. And that way we can just reload a bunch of times. Yeah, that's really easy to make. I don't think I've missed it once yet. Okay, so I got all my stuff. Let's drink some water so I have that locked in. Actually, let's drink these. I'll just drink water. Okay, so unless anybody can think of a reason why I don't want to lock in a save right now, I think I'm good. Nothing's glitched out. Yeah. That's time for an hour here. And that way, if these fall on the ground, I can just reload rather than running all the way around. Okay, let's try a little bit further. Let's actually try up here. Oh, good call. Oh, look at that. It's the perfect angle too. That's so nice. Yeah, so I just have to drop it in the right spot. Okay, so let's try the moose hide up here. Okay, bear hide. I think it might have to we might have to do it until it lands in the right spot. Okay, let's just do something a little bit easier. Let's do half and half. Let's go over here. Let's drop the moose hide. Let me just move it up a little bit. Oh, it went through. Oh well. Yeah, the bear hide just isn't as large, and it looks like I need to be... I might need to go up here and like drop it from up here. Because it seems like they go too far down. Yeah, because you want to get all of this area up here. No, it's not really a matter of where the collision is. Because like if you like you can put let me just show you. You can probably put an item. Let me just get an item up here. This might not work actually. But you can probably stick something right there. So I think if I stood right here and I repeatedly dropped the objects, eventually the center of it would just happen to land right on there and it would work. So it's not really a matter of standing in the right place. It's just a matter of the drop RNG. Yeah, see there, the drop RNG worked out pretty well. Now, obviously I'm going to redo this and get it like perfect, but that's really good already. Let's take a look. Oh, that looks so good. I love this. I can't believe I spent like 6 hours on this. 4 hours yesterday and 2 hours today. Yeah, that's going to look great if it gets completely covered. And yeah, I might end up having to use 2 hides, even with the moose. Alright, let's try to get it better. Yeah, that's why I wanted to do the moose, because it's like a natural brown color that kind of matches the roof. Alright, let's try right here. I guess I'll try both every time, just so we get more potential hit rate. Yeah, the moose being large is nice. Although I think, let me just try dropping it further up here. Yeah, so that's too high, clearly. It'd be nice if you could do like one further up. Or maybe you get the moose to do like 90% of it, and then you drop a bear hide up here to get like the last little bit. Or even just like a wolf. Oh, or a deer hide. Because the deer would probably do pretty decent color matching too. Let me get some more hides. I got a wolf pelt. Yeah, I can, let me get some more hides and we'll come up here and create another save. Yeah, see, that's too far up. Yeah, with the RNG, you're just never sure exactly where it's going to land. Yeah, those all went down. Let's see if we can pick all those up and grab some more hides and stuff. I got some deer hides in here. And some rabbit pelts. And I guess I should take all this leather. Maybe we can drop some of that and see what happens. The bedroll would need to be in placement mode. Hey Kibbs, yeah, so the thing about the place anywhere mod is that if I'm using mods, then I can just do all sorts of things, right? Because I can just like stand underneath. Like I'm pretty sure with place anywhere that I could just take these I could just take this and go like that and place it right there from underneath. So while it's true that you could use mods to make certain parts of this easier while still doing it kind of the authentic way, kind of the whole point is that I'm trying to do it without any mods at all, just to see if it's possible to do in completely vanilla gameplay. You think I was close when I was like here? Let's try this. Do we want to create a save? I think I've got everything, right? Let's go stand up here and create a save. I think I just need to do it over and over again until it works. Yeah, everything's falling through because when I stand right here, there's like a 90% chance that it falls through. Yeah, the deer hide isn't quite the right color. The moose is really the perfect color. I think, in a sense, maybe what I want is 2 moose hides. One for, like, the top half and one for the bottom half. Unfortunately, we're stuck with this orientation. If I could run it the long way this way, it would be perfect. But since I have to drop it and I can't place it... I also think maybe I want to be, like, right here when I drop it. I think the ideal spot would be for the center of it to land, like, right here. Depends on where your character's looking. It's definitely possible. But you think it is RNG, right? And the thing is, when you drop fuel, it kind of spreads out all over the place. So it's like each item gets its own individual RNG, even if you haven't changed the direction that you're looking. Always try to place everything to a reliable ground layer that's flat. Well, so I guess here's my point. If I stand here and I go into my inventory, so I'm not changing the direction that I look now, and then I just drop all 4 of these guts. There's some RNG as far as exactly where they land. And I think that's what's going on here, right? If I stand right here and I drop a bunch of objects, 90% of them are going to target an area where the spot directly below is on the floor. But there will be that 5% that are going to land on the board here, and those are the ones that I want. Right? Like, if I just stand here and I drop everything, and now we look and see, there was a deer hide that landed here, there was a cured leather, and a rabbit pelt, and everything else fell through. Yeah, I think there's just some random placement. Yeah, that's true, Kibs. They don't have any collision. So I think the main thing to think about here is when I get a good drop, do I want the center of the moose hide to be right here on this point of the board, or do I want it to be right here on this point, or do I want it to be either here or here? So if we just look at the hole, I think if I want to try to span the whole thing, my best bet is actually to get it so that it lands right here on the edge of this board. And unfortunately, we just have the one moose hide. So we just have to repeatedly stand in that spot and drop it until we get a lucky result. We just drop a few more things. Bear hide. I'll try dropping the moose and the bear, and then we'll see what happens. Yeah. So just so you know, Kibs, the original way I was going to do this was a lot cooler. So there's a glitch. This is in the normal game, no mods. You see this weird rabbit pelt I've got here? It's just like hanging in the middle of the air. There's a glitch where if you have an item that's currently curing, and then you move it, as long as it's indoors, then it will continue to cure, and when it wraps up, it'll delete the old item, replace it with the new cured version, and then it'll just pop into existence at the spot that you currently have targeted. I'm beginning to doubt myself. Why is this not working? Maybe that wall is considered outside? Let's try it here. Just make sure that it's inside. Yeah, that was the issue. So my original plan was to take the moose hide and wait until it was 99% cured. Oh, I glitched my game with this thing. Let me just get the reset here. We'll go ahead and do a trial of this while we're up here. Black bear hide and moose hide. Oh, they both landed on. Like, I'm gonna pick up. I'm gonna pick up the black bear hide because I want to see. This is actually really good. There's very few gaps. But this hide is so much smaller than the moose hide. Yeah, there's a big gap here. Let me just see from the underside. We look at this moose hide here. How much does that hole extend up? Yeah, I think you need 2 moose hides to do this. Kibbs, I don't think you know what you're talking about. They both landed because the game was still calculating layers. What does that mean? I already showed that if you stand up there and you drop a ton of items, there's like the RNG where some land on the board and some fall through and land on the floor. So I think what happened there was we got lucky and both of them landed on a board. Right? There's a certain RNG area around where you stand, and just depending on what the result is that you get there, that's where it will land. It's just that when you're up there, that's why you get the result of sometimes it stays up, sometimes it falls through the gap. Anyway, the thing that I was gonna show you was the original plan was, say I have this and I go to place it. It's actually, yeah, like this. Then theoretically, this, if I just stood here until the curing process was over, it would snap into place there. And that's how I was originally planning to do this. Unfortunately, the terrain for the Mountaineer's hut, the inside area is a rectangular box. So it's just from across there. It's just this inside area. And once you go above that line, that area is considered outdoors. And so the object won't continue to cure while I'm holding it there. So I couldn't do it that way, so I had to do this long convoluted thing where we figure out how to run on top of the hut. Using the travois and this skillet glitch to be able to get on top of the hut. Alright, so let me see. This is the highest point of the moose hide. I'm going to pick it up and see. Oh, I can actually see a little bit. So it looks like I don't actually need all of that. So there's about... how can I measure this? Get a stick out. Yeah, it's a little bit less than a stick in length. That's kind of open here that would need to be covered if I wanted to get the full repair. This extends a little bit up above that point there. Alright, let's pick this up. Oh yeah, and I basically need to go almost all the way up there. So yeah, if I wanted to fully cover it, it would take 2 hides. That moose hide was in a really good spot though. And I think it would be acceptable to do that moose hide and then like a secondary. The thing is, the color's not going to match unless I have another moose hide. If only there was a way to make it drop in a different rotation. I think, I think if you're willing to go to all this trouble, you're probably willing to kill 2 moose. And just get the 2 hides. It's not like it would even take that much longer because the main thing is you have to wait for them to cure. Ooh. You know what? I think that's probably good enough. Maybe we can cover this with a piece of leather or something. Leather's probably closest, right? Here, let's just drop a ton of leather here. Didn't get any in the spot we wanted. Let's try again. I think I actually left a bunch of leather. Unfortunately, I left it at the summit, right? I don't think I put leather in here. No leather in there. You know, there's other items that have a similar color to the moose hide, like I'm thinking maybe the what is it, the old-fashioned parka is like a leathery color. I want to be a little bit higher than this. Let's go back around and get up slightly higher. Actually, I just realized, why am I doing all this? Let's just pass time. Here to save here with things favorable. And then we can just try dropping the leather over and over until it works. Drop these deer hides as well. Yeah, so see, that's just not going to look good. Unacceptable. What about rabbit pelts? They're basically going to be too small to cover the hole.
Feels like night is coming.
You know, that looks pretty darn good. There's just a slight gap there and a slight gap there. So I'm pretty well convinced, seeing that this moose hide is not wide enough to cover both ends. I'm convinced that the correct way to do this, if you want it to look really good, then obviously the correct way to do it is just to get 2 moose hides, and you have one a little high and one a little bit low so that they completely cover everything. I don't see any point in doing that on this stream. I think if I make a video tutorial for this, I'll just show it with the 2 moose hides then. But this looks really good. I'm so glad that this came together. Now, should we try the bear version? Not sure what happened to my leather. Let's just reset. Yeah, we got one piece there. Not really what I was looking for. I would want it to drop. Well, we know it's going to drop like this, so I'd want one to drop there and one to drop there. That would give me most of the coverage. Yeah, Kenneth, I agree. I mean, I think if you're going to do all this, you want quality, right? And there's only one super high quality hide in the game. And that's really good color matching. Let's take a look at a distance. Let's go ahead
It's dusk,
and
so I can't be far behind.
I think I'll just get rid of this rabbit pelt. Yeah, we don't really need that. Let's go. Let's grab a lantern. Come on. Up here. We can just do this. Okay. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, in a way, having a light on in there right now makes it worse because you can see the light coming in through the gaps. Okay, Mako. Thanks for hanging out, and thanks for all the help. You really made a lot of contributions to this one. That looks so good. Okay. Let's see. I think I'm gonna call it on this portion of it. I think the only thing to do now is to get the second moose hide, so there's no point in continuing to do this. So now, I'm going to make an attempt at the bear. Does anyone know bear respawn times for Pilgrim? I can't imagine if they're going to be... I don't know if they're going to be higher or lower than they would be for Interloper. Respawn times are something that I don't really think about that much. I think all animal respawn times should be better in Pilgrim. Because, like, it would help you hunt. But I don't actually know if that's true. When did we go to... That would have been like day 7 or 8, right? Yeah, yes. The, yeah, with the 2 moose, it would, you could seal the whole thing up. Yeah, I think it would look really good then. Gonna have to figure out what, Oh, and for the final picture, we're going to need to have some smoke coming out of the chimney, too. I'm thinking for the final picture, you want to do it from, like, this angle. That way you can see in the window. And maybe in the door as well, although I probably prefer to have the door closed. And probably a clear night. This is a little bit hard to see everything right now. So I think it was on... Oh, I said. It despawned on noonday 7. That was when the carcass despawned. So I think the timer starts then. And, probably going to be at least 10 days. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is go for the other bear. Because we still have a bear up the hill there. I think I'd rather drag that down. Apparently it's long before a bear respawns in the same spot. I don't think that's how spawns work. Um, like you can have multiple bears in the same region. Like there's 3 here. There's the one over there that we killed. There's the one up the river here, and then there's the one all the way up by Eric's Falls. All right, let's get a fresh day. Gotta eat some food. Yeah, do you know how long it is? Because I know early game, like late game interloper, it's like 50 days for the respawn of the bear. Early game interloper, it's only like 10 or 15 days, I think. And I was wondering if in Pilgrim, I think in Pilgrim, it's either a lot faster or a lot slower. I'm not sure which. Let's pass a little bit more time. Actually, that's probably about right. We'll sleep. Get some water. And then about 12 days. Okay. I'm going to try to do this with the other bear. It's pretty far away, though. And then if it doesn't work...
Looks like a new day is dawning.
I'd like a little bit more light. It's going to be easier to see the bear. Okay. It's hard to believe that that jump is even possible. This is actually really good, having the back part of it running along the line that you want to jump in. Especially since it helps give this a flat angle, whereas if you put the skillet on the floor here, it would be like angled down. Alright, thanks Mako. See you later. I'm trying to think if I want to pick all this up. Let's go get the bear first. If I get the bear over here, I'm probably going to remove all this. Okay. This feels a little anticlimactic, given that we already solved our issue. I'm not going to spend too much time on this one. So the tricky part about this is we're going to have to get the bear into a very particular location. And the kill shot, we're going to have to drop him on the first shot. So I'm going to need to save the game with the bear nearby. And unfortunately, I don't have access to sprains or food poisoning, so I turned them off. So I think I'm going to have to make a fire and burn myself on it to save the game so that I can create the optimal reload point so I can have several shots. Getting way ahead of myself here, though. First we need to lure the bear over, which is going to be tricky on Pilgrim because he's going to run away if he detects me. Let me grab some stones. That might help. I should have picked up that meat, too. We got a wolf eating something up here. Well, there's the bear. Is he coming after me? He's definitely coming this direction. I can't tell if this is just his normal route or if he's scented me and is coming after me. I do have the deer meat on me. Where do you see your scent? There, I do have 3 bars. Hello? What? Okay, he went behind the rock. This is why I wanted the bear at the lake. It's because I can basically just wait until I see him close to the fishing hut, and then he's a lot closer. But I think he's definitely scented me. I just can't let him see me. If he gets too close to me, then he's gonna run. I think he gave up on the scent. We gotta get closer. Okay, so I can lure him with rocks if the stink isn't working. Okay, so let's try this. I think he might have smelled me now. I think I need to do this on non-passive wildlife. It's just going to take too long. How can he not smell me from that far away? Do pilgrim wildlife not go after scent? That doesn't seem right. Because the wolves go after rabbits. Yeah, rock on the ground is better than... Oh, we're so far away. And I don't think that the passing time is working, and I have very few rocks left. I think if I want to make this work today, I need to go back to Mountaineers where I have like 54 rocks. Because I was making the rock caches. I really thought that the 3 stink lines would be enough, but... Maybe because I'm luring him outside of his zone? Maybe that's why he's not following the scent? Hmm. I think on Voyager, I'd even be tempted to get the bear to charge me and then just run downhill. Like, try to go fast enough that I could just clear a ton of ground before he would be able to catch up to me. Because that would be a way to get him there quicker. Of course, the real trick would be on a new save. Yeah, he's not coming. According to Even Dark, it's about 12 days. And how much time did we pass already? 7, 15. We've passed 8 days, so we'd only need 4 more days. I think it'd be faster to pass 4 more days and get the other bear than it would be to continue screwing around with this one. We're not even close. Well, is that the lake right there? No, we're not really even close. Okay. What do you guys think? I've got to choose whether this is good enough and we either end the stream or move on to something else. Or should we pass 4 days in the hut and see if we can get the other bear? I'm kind of up for either. Yeah, so kind of the idea is, so I already found one way to get up on top of the roof, which is with the travois and the cooking skillet. But those require the DLC. And so I was thinking, the other method that I think might be possible to get up on the roof, I'll show you in 1 second here. Instead of having this stuff here to allow me to make the jump, if I lured a bear over, threw a stone right there, so the bear would come over and then I would shoot him, he would die right there, and then I would be able to climb up on top of the bear carcass and then potentially make the jump. But the more I'm thinking about it, I'm not going to be able to get much of a running start on the bear carcass. Well, maybe. If it dropped facing this way, like down in this little nook, then maybe I'd be able to do the same thing where I would run along here and like I would carry smoothly across the top of it and get a nice jump there. I think this is too finicky, and even thinking about getting that exact precise setup is starting to give me a headache. I think I should probably just be happy with what we found. Anybody who's enough in love with this game that they want to go to all this work just to repair the Mountaineer's hut, probably they own the DLC. So I think we can safely say that's probably good enough. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It might be shaped weirdly. So the way it's kind of set up right now, you can see the snow behind the sled is a bit higher. So that does allow me to run smoothly on top of the skillet without getting stuck. So I'm thinking something similar might happen with the bear carcass. But so the nice thing is if I did get the bear and I like threw the stone right there and had the bear come over, I could start a campfire over here, step into it to get the burn affliction, which would save the game. And so what that would allow me to do is I could keep reloading the game, throwing a rock right there, waiting for the bear to come over, shoot it in the face, and eventually I might get it to fall in exactly the right spot so that the jump would be possible. But I think this is just way better. I think I'm happy with this. After all the failed attempts, it feels so good to be up here. I wonder. Hey, Necessary. This is Timberwolf Mountain. We are on top of the Mountaineer's hut after many trials and tribulations. Ooh, there's some flat spots up here where you can place items. So we can decorate the top of the hut as well. Anybody have any ideas for good stuff to put up here? So I think as things stand, I'm going to make a sort of showcase and tutorial video where I'll get 2 moose hides. I'll show the method for setting that up, how to jump up, how to place them. And then I'll probably also show off some other stuff. We'll put some stuff on the ridge to decorate. Maybe something up here. I don't know what all would look good on the chimney itself. We'll start a fire in there so we have a nice stream of smoke coming out. We'll set up our hanging lantern. Wow, it's really making me cycle through all the options here. There we go. We have a nice lantern hanging in the middle of the room. And then, right. Then there's the deer hides. I was thinking about doing a little overhang here, maybe, if I can get the angle right. Looks like the deer hide doesn't want to go at a very favorable angle. Maybe something like that, if it will work. This might not work. This might be the issue where it's technically outside, although I think I got this to work before. I think because I've got it on this, I'm trying to point with my hand like you guys can see that. I think because I've got it on this front piece of the board, it probably counts as inside. Yeah. I don't know, it doesn't look that good. I might have to play around with it a bit to get a better, better setup. I can't get over the fact that we did it. Oh, I can't run. Stupid glitch. Here I am trying to run, and I realized it won't let me run because I think I need to like save the game and then quit and reload if I want that to stick. But I think I'll just do this instead.
Looks like I made it through another night.
Let's pass a little bit of time here. Lit lantern in the window. Let me take a look at that. Now, I haven't really done any preparations for it, so that's kind of why I'm asking for ideas. Are you thinking like where it can be seen, or like here, or are you thinking like masked? I guess the final picture shot would be at night. So let's get that early morning again.
What do you know? Looks like I survived another night.
Trying to figure out where the best place is to stand. I think you need to be at least that far away. Yeah, unfortunately, to get a good shot of the hut itself, I can't be right up there on that rock, and to get height, I need to be at least back here. Kind of wish there was a middle ground. I'm wondering if it'd be worth it to really go overboard on these. Because light does kind of stack. No, that's not good. I want it to be... Let's just put another one up here. And then keep in mind there will also be a fire going, so that'll add some light. I have enough lanterns that I can adjust. I think that looks much better with a nice bright interior. And there's some glow coming up along the snow there from that top gap, so those will be closed off. I do like the idea that you can see the lantern. I imagine that the lanterns with more fuel are brighter, so I might put a max fuel lantern visible through the window and then supplement it with a couple others throughout the house. You can probably see the light through the doorway, because there's a there's a hole in the doorway. Yeah, I think I like that because you can see the light coming in through the door. And this is pretty high ambient light. So if I take this actually at night, then it'll be even more pronounced. Do I have any fuel? I think I picked up some, picked up that piece of coal, right? Or no, that was...
Perfect.
That was, prior to... Prior to the reload. Yes, we got the roof. Hang on, I'm about to go up there, so I'll show you the setup. Let's throw these on. So you can see we've got a moose hide up there. Ah, that's nice. We got a nice little smoke column going on. Young sounding voice? How young are you talking? So yeah, we ended up putting a travois up here because you can walk on that, and then we used a cooking skillet glitch exploit thing. Basically, you can place this on top of this, but it doesn't have collision when you put it down, so you would like fall right through it here. But then if you reload the scene either by going through a load screen and back, or you can just sleep or pass time to save the game and then quit and reload it. When you do that, you reload the scene and the skillet gains collision. So that becomes just enough that you can run onto the roof right here. Now this moose hide isn't quite large enough. There's a little gap down below that you can see from over there. And there's a little gap up at the top. So we need 2 moose hides. So place one up at the top and one over there. Do I have another lantern? Yeah, I wanted to see if I could maybe do something sneaky with the lighting here. Maybe I can put it somewhere where it won't be seen, but it'll still provide light. Well, in my head I'm like 25 too, but sad to say I'm older than that. Let's go right there and see how that looks. Unfortunately, it's later in the day now, so we can't really tell with the lighting. I'll have to do all this later. How did I get the idea? Okay, so the original idea was to use a different glitch that involved snapping cured items into place. And so I knew with the hole on the roof there that what I wanted to do was to be able to do something like this, where you take an item that's nearly cured and you like place it right here and get it to snap into place. I'll show you an example of that. Right. Where's a good spot? We'll just do it here. Not a good spot, but so the idea with this hide is 99% cured. So right now it's even though it's not technically there, it treats it as though it's in the spot where I currently have it hovering. So it's going to continue gaining progress. And the way the code works is when the item cures, it removes the object fresh hide and places the object cured hide. And so it places it where you currently had your mouse. And so that kind of locks it into place there. So yeah, I was planning to do that. Unfortunately, the inside box for this hut is cut off at the top, so it's just a rectangular box, and anything above about that point, so the whole roof is considered outdoors, so the item won't cure while you hold it there. So then, yeah, the idea to get onto the roof, that's just the result of me wanting to try to goat every possible place that I can be, and a lot of that involves making these running jumps. And this one was pretty close without all the gear. Why am I so slow? Oh, I can't run. Yeah, when you do that, when you do the deer hide glitch, it makes it so you can't like move any other items. Like I'm trying to right click this and you can't run. So let me just quit out of here. I could save the game to keep that object, but I don't really want to save the game with those objects
Looks like a new day is dawning.
used up the way they were. So yeah, I'm always trying to do these kind of run across the gap type things. And I had previously observed that you were really close to being able to do this. This is completely unnecessary. I can remove that. Let me get a look in the dark and see how this looks with just the lantern top, since we have the opportunity now. Let's try over here. It's kind of cool. It kind of gives a little illumination, and it makes it look like there's a window at the back that's kind of streaming light out. I might use that. We'll have to see what it looks like in the final product. I don't know how much time I'll really spend on that, but I figure it's nice to have a cool shot to show off the concept. Alright everyone, I think I'm about ready to take a break, so I think I'll call the stream here. We accomplished everything we set out to do and more. Learned so many cool tricks and stuff that we can use. I'm going to have to apply these in other areas of the map too. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Thanks to those of you who helped me. There were a few people who had some pretty critical information that really helped me pull this off. So thank you very much for that. I'm not sure when the next stream will be. I was thinking about doing some more pure Outer Nogoa, but I don't want to commit to that right now. I also have another... I'm thinking about starting a new main run because the Frankie series, which will keep going, so you don't have to worry about that, but I just can't do very much in it because I'm restrained to Mystery Lake plus 1 to 2 regions away. So I can't go to Ash Canyon, I can't go to Timberwolf, I can't go to the Far Territories and do all the new content. So I think I need a new main run. So I think I'm going to be working on that in the coming weeks. So I might not have time to stream for a little bit, and I'm not sure what I would stream anyway other than the purist runs. All right, thanks everyone. I'm going to go ahead and cut this here, and I'll see you guys next time I stream, probably not before next weekend. Thanks, Kirk. Thanks, Jen. I won't go through every name here, but thanks everyone for hanging out. See you later.